Hello and welcome to an episode of Wizard of Legend Omniplay. What's going on? Hope you are doing all right. It's been a while since we played this game. I honestly just thought I would never get to the point where I could play this game properly. If you looked at my deaths just in the other room, we're at like close to 30 deaths, and it's been rough. Yeah. You know, what's a roguelite if you don't have that point though, where you just feel like you can't do a single thing? I remember when I started Enter the Gungeon. Actually, I remember picking up Enter the Gungeon in the beginning of this year and just looking at my inability to dodge anything in that game. Now, if I could switch it up and, well, pun intended or pun not intended, I don't know how that phrase works, honestly. Like, if you accidentally stumble into a pun, but you then realize you're a-okay with doing the pun, do you still say pun not intended? Or like, because it was an unintended pun, but you are a-okay with, you know, doing the thing. I don't know, I digress. But yeah, here we are in our first fight in Wizard of Legend, and we are down 116 health. That doesn't bode well for the rest of this run. But you know what? It is what it is. You know, just kind of flow with it. Just realize what you're doing. Realize the mistakes that you're making, which I'm actually really bad at with these games. Like right there, what could I have done? Not dodged, not spam dodged, I guess. But yeah, if you guys want to take a look at this stuff that I have, I am using the passive Glove of Midas, which should give me more gold. I'm using more of a close range approach, although I could finish him off with my signature move with the gears, which is really good. We kind of want to pick up this critical monocle. It's actually really good. But I've found having more Arcana makes for a more favorable run. Just in general, honestly. I heard a comparison, or I heard a comparison of this game, or like what's the word I'm looking for? They basically said that this game is kind of like a roguelite Diablo, and I was like, huh. That's an interesting way to think about it. I always think of Diablo as more of like an actiony MMO, essentially. But like, I guess what's making this game not that, you know? It's just I went to the brawler comparison right off the bat, like the Double Dragon. Just because it feels like you have the need for the combos and just learning patterns a lot more than you would in those kinds of games, like in Diablo. I feel like the play style is more like, hey, you don't want to go to a spot that has a green circle around it because you're probably gonna die in one hit. And other than that, it's like, yeah, you're home free. Just spam those skills, have some fun. You know, being like a god, basically. Yeah, that's the appeal of the Diablo games like Path of Exile and stuff. Just if you build properly, you just massacre, and you either one-shot everything in your way or you just tank everything, like, and you're a-okay. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but it was nice. It was nice to the ears. Okay, so Ice Spear. What's a good move here? I actually really want to do some Ice Spear. Let's swap it to ZL just because it's a more natural button for me to spam. And I guess that might be where I'm having issues with this game. I might be not sequencing my skills in an appropriate way. Like that, I hate when I get sandwiched in between two enemies and try to like dash through them. So maybe, just maybe, that might be something I shouldn't be doing. When will Omni learn? Oh my goodness. Speak of the devil. Okay. Alright, you're stuck, so I'm gonna focus on this guy. Alright, and if you have him trapped in a corner like this, that's a really, really good way to take them all out. Now, if you've played the PC version of this, you'll probably notice like a degradation in graphics here. You know, it's not as sharp, not as colorful. This is the Switch version. I do have the PC version, but this is the version that I'm gonna try to get all of the Arcana and all the items for, so I'll be able to do like the random runs eventually, if I get good enough. Which is the goal. I mean, this is what, like episode 3 or 4? I have no idea, honestly. It's been that long since I've done an episode, so. So even if I'm hoping this is like a long enough run to be just, you know, a one run video, but like, honestly, some of these runs might be like 2 or 3. Depending on how good I do. Depending on how many stories I have left to tell you. My anecdotal skills have a limit. Just as my narrating my own gameplay while I am fighting a boss fight. Oh, just barely dodged that one. All right, we 100%ed this floor. Get at me. We probably could we have picked up the critical passive? Maybe. Do we have plans for the gold that we saved? Definitely. Yeah, we'll hit up another shop in this floor, and we'll probably find something else we'll like. I haven't played enough of this game, obviously, to know what passives, what passives and Arcana. And even curses, like, I've heard that some curses just break the game where you can just completely breeze through the whole thing. Which, sign me up, please. Because this game is not a breeze. Oh my goodness. I'm hearing things about like a hard mode, some modifiers that make it even tougher. And I know those are in Enter the Gungeon too, and I'm probably like gearing myself up to be able to do those on Enter the Gungeon as well. Like turbo mode is a thing that I'm dabbling with off stream and off recording, seeing if I can beat the game on turbo mode. But most of it is just memorization of, wow, hold on, these guys are destroying me. And it's not even like a legitimate room. Alright, so, where were we? So yeah, turbo mode in Gungeon just seems like it's super intense. Even just facing the first floor and the oubliette, I had some issues, you know, like I came into the second floor with 1 heart, and I've not done that for a long time. So obviously turbo mode does something where it definitely increases the difficulty and makes it feel fresh, you know. So I feel like that's the obvious progression you go to next. But I feel I also need to get to the point where I am fluently and very easily beating Gungeon pretty much every run. Which, I mean, the last like 4 episodes I've been quote-unquote beating it, but I wouldn't see, I hate saying that I don't count regular Dragon kills, as that, but I think that is the case. I don't know, man. I'm not even in the double digits with my Gungeon episodes. Oh my goodness, we are at 7 health. I did not see that until just now. I'm hoping this run doesn't end here, so let me see if I can just play this super passively. Let's see if we can get some health. Because I'm liking the skills we have, if I were to be honest. Definitely don't want to take on the boss fight. Are we gonna die to a fall? Here he is, some health, sweet. Let's see if we have something else here first. Increase all damage dealt without any other penalties. Ooh, increases max health. That's like nothing though. Yeah, let's get some health. Oops. Let's get some health and maybe increase the damage dealt whenever we pick up 2 more coins. Are they called coins in this, or is it gold? I don't find myself like I don't stop myself to whenever I find myself saying casings. I feel like casings is such a weird word for currency. Why'd you have to go and be different, Gungeon? I know it's just like they had to make everything gun focused and gun terms, but casings? Like I liked shells. I feel like I was calling them shells for a while. Alright, we do have enough coins, so let's pick up the extra damage. That'll be good. Increase all damage dealt. There we go. Oh, those didn't hit? Are you kidding me? Got him. Let's go. I'm gonna face the first boss. We got Wind Flurry. We got a ton of moves to spam, guys. Let's do this. Let's see if we can get to that second floor. Maybe the second boss. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. That's exactly how you lose these. Let's focus on beating this boss. So, boss fights are actually some of the... now I'm gonna probably jinx myself here, but they're some of the easiest parts of the game, as long as you don't actually get hit ever. So there's kind of like a rhythm to them, where you dodge their moves, and then they're open. When you see that yellow gone, that's when you can go in for the hits. So they literally give you a chance to strike at them. Just like that. Yeah, as long as you don't get hit, you're usually fine. But sometimes it's actually not that easy to not get hit. And so you use a double negative there. My English teacher of a wife would cringe right there. But yeah, first boss dead. Let's go. Frost Queen Freya, hallelujah. Ooh, what do we get? We got hold on, what is that? We have a stock signature. I don't even know what that means. Okay, let's see. Let's replace the... Yeah, this is fine. Let's try that out. So we can have an Arcana in stock. That's actually pretty cool that we swap out. I've never had such a first world problem in Wizard of Legend as having too much Arcana that I have to swap one in and out. Oh man. Alright, let's do this. Lava Temple. Ooh, need to dodge, need to dodge. Defense is our #1 priority. Or it needs to be. But yeah, that's cool that we could swap it out, because then we can use the appropriate one. Now, ice. Ice is not good against fire, question mark? If I'm going by Pokemon rules, then obviously. But it's not like ice is weak. Like, ice moves in Pokemon aren't weak against fire types, if I'm remembering correctly. It's just that fire demolishes ice. But I remember in the first game, pretty much all ice Pokemon were also water. So it's like, huh? You thought you could best me with a fire move, but it's just doing regular damage, so I get my one hit against you. That was my main problem with Pokemon, man. Like, if you set up your moves properly, it's pretty much just a one. It's a very fast match. Let's just say that. And I wish that they made fun of that in the cartoon. But honestly, like, cartoons and just overall entertainment in the 90s, I feel like wasn't as self-aware as they are nowadays. Which, now that I'm saying that, I'm recalling like Encino Man and soon Napoleon Dynamite in the 2000s. Maybe just anime, like video game culture, that kind of stuff wasn't as self-aware. They weren't at that point, because I feel like you need to evolve to get to that point. All right, so regenerate health. That's nice. Damage and stuns are increased, but movement speed is reduced. I don't know about that. Reduces cooldowns. Yay. I'm gonna go with more health. I think it keeps my health at like 100, which would be way better than having 30 at some point, right? I don't know. I honestly, whenever I pick up that item, it doesn't do too much for me. But this is one of my longer runs all day. Maybe this is one of those backwards scenarios where I make a video of a game and I actually do good, instead of pushing the record button and immediately dying, as I'm sure a lot of people do. Definitely on streams, but I feel like you catch it more on streams because they can't just push the stop record button and then and then record again. I think that's kind of the charm of streaming in general, is that you don't have that buffer. You know, there's obviously like that being a fear for people, but I feel like it's just it's a good thing. It's a good fear. Just kind of grounds you in a way that YouTube content and other stuff doesn't. Alright, let's do this thing. I mean, it could honestly just make people go all the way to the other side of things. It's kind of like Shroud, where he doesn't miss. And he never misses in a full stream. 100% accuracy. Alright, we need to dial this in. Stop getting hit. Stop getting hit! No! Well, it was short-lived, but it was a good run. I feel like we learned a lot. I'll see you on the next one, man. I'm not used to doing 20-minute videos with these Gungeon videos being an hour, but yeah, if you like the video, make sure to leave a like and all of that good stuff. Leave a sub and feedback if you have any. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.